Okay, fair warning, this video is a bit of a hot mess, and there's moths landing on me. Anyways, you can see the sunset back there. I started filming this video on Saturday, and then it started getting hot, and then all this stuff kept happening, and then the AC in here couldn't keep up because it didn't get cold enough at night, and I had to bail. So anyways, plans kept changing, and then anyways, this video is kind of all over the place. I'm trying to edit together as best I can, but yeah, this is just me attempting to survive in triple-digit heat for, well, since Saturday, basically, and all the assorted things that happened. We opened a few packages. I got some cool stuff. I got this ryobi cordless fan that sprays water on you, which is kind of cool. And then we have more air conditioners now. Anyways, just enjoy. This is going to be chaos unfolding. Of course, when is it not? Okay, today we're going to cover a few little updates, and I'm just going to go ahead and call it life hacks. I have in this box some things that will improve your life if you meet any of these conditions. If you've ever driven a vehicle, ridden in a vehicle, looked at a speedometer, used the can of WD-40 or any aerosol products, ever used a gas can to fill a lawnmower, or ever plugged anything into an electrical outlet. I know that sounds all encompassing, right? And all of those magic things that make your life better fit in this box. So we're going to start with the, I guess we'll ramp up from the most pretty okay to the most awesome. So a few videos back, we replaced the dash light bulbs in the 2002 Dodge Caravan Braun Intervan thing. And I accidentally bought a bunch of bright blue LEDs for the instrument cluster, and they scalded my retinas immediately. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the video or not, but those things were bad. At the time, I couldn't find any proper white PC74 instrument cluster light bulbs. Well, on a live stream the other night on the other channel, I'll link that down below, we were looking around and I finally found some. So these are supposedly white dash lights. They come with the little twist lock connectors, and I think these just go in here, something like that. So anyways, we're gonna put those into the dash here in a little bit and see how they look. The problem is, like, 2002 isn't that old. I mean, I guess it's 20 years now. But all of the incandescent or tungsten or halogen lights or whatever they use makes all the plastics melt. So anyways, LEDs are the replacement for that. Okay, next up. If you've ever plugged anything into an electrical outlet, I'm probably reaching a bit on that one, but let me open this plastic bag. Hang on, gotta get, there we go. These little miniature power strips are the best thing ever. It's got a flat mounted plug, as you can see there, but the key thing is it's mounted at an angle. So you can plug this into another power strip or outlet and it doesn't get in the way of other stuff. It has a nice short braided cord, and we've got 3 grounded outlets on it. I don't know, this to me just makes it so much easier to plug in more stuff, or even like if your wall outlet is kind of low to the ground, you can plug this in and pull this thing up to where you can actually reach it and plug stuff in. And by the way, I'll link all this stuff below. This one's a bit of a stretch. I just really like these. I wouldn't consider it the best thing in the world, but the next 2 items, however, are the best thing in the world. Have you ever used a can of WD-40 or a silicone spray or any number of things that come in an aerosol can with a straw, and that little straw inevitably always gets lost? I came across this. 100 replacement aerosol straws. I got to thinking, clips are cool and all, but what if I just had so many of these that it didn't matter if I lost them all? I think these were like maybe $8 or $9. The straws are super long, so you can cut them to length. We're also going to be testing these out. And then, the final thing that was the title of the stream on the other channel. The purpose of that stream was supposed to be talking about changing ad settings on this channel, but just before that I had to go and get some gas for the generator. And by the way, the rest of the solar's been installed now. I'll show you that a little bit later, but we have 6 panels on the roof. Thank you to everyone that paid for all that stuff and sent it with the Amazon wish list. But Yeah, I've seen it peak at like 715 watts or something insane. I'm still gathering data on that. But anyways, put gas in the generator. The EPA has these new stupid safety valves. I mean, not that new, maybe 8 or 10 years ago. But you can't pour gas out of a gas can into a generator or a lawnmower without it spilling everywhere. Because of these stupid valves, you have to click and hold and then... Anyways. There's this company, they have this very professional looking kit. This is a conversion kit for fixing all of those gas can valve problems. It's got enough here to do 3 gas cans, so we've got replacement collars. Remember these? The old school style spouts that just go on the can and you unscrew the lid. Look, there's a rubber washer in there. And just pour the gas. No valves, no spilling, no craziness. So we've got these, little collar that goes on it. And then we have 2 different styles of vent plugs, depending on what kind of gas can you have. It even comes with a drill bit. So you can, now here's the part we're gonna have to test because I'm not sure. To get a properly sealing vent, I would think you need to have something screwed in on the inside of the gas can to hold it in place. These things, supposedly, you drill the hole and then just push them through the can, and somehow they seal. I'm a little bit skeptical on this. There's no rubber gasket or anything. So this part I'm not 100% sure about, but I don't really care about the vent. It's the fact that we have these with no valves. I'm hoping all these products will make my life so much better and I just won't ever have to worry about anything ever again. And I know if nothing else that these will definitely accomplish that, regardless of what else happens today. So anyways, I think today might be one of the hottest days of the year so far. It's currently only 76 degrees outside in that bush where the temperature sensor is. So I think what we might do is start with the dash lights in the van. I'm not going to go through the whole process. I'm just going to film a few clips here and there. I'm going to get that instrument cluster pulled out. We're going to jam these in and see how they look. I don't know about reverse polarity and all that, but we'll find out. So I'm going to go outside and do that real quick. And then I might have to film this over a couple days because of heat and stuff. We'll see. But anyways, lots of stuff. I'm excited. Okay, here we are on the van. It's light outside and whatnot. You should still be able to see the blue. It's not nearly as bright as it used to be, but it has very much gotten dimmer than it was before. So I'm gonna pop this out and then we'll swap in these new bulbs. Okay, here's our gauge cluster. So let's pull out one of these. And as you can see, they're just basically a little blue LED in this holder. Do these come out? Yeah. And I don't see any resistor in there whatsoever. So it kind of makes sense that these things have already kind of started becoming dim or failing or whatever. Luckily our new ones also come with these twist lock connectors, so we're just going to pull all these out of here and replace them. Now if you remember from the last time we did this, these things were polarity dependent. So I'm kind of hoping the new ones are at least labeled, or maybe the polarity doesn't matter. Okay, we've got 8 of these little things prepared now. And by the way, random thing, so I'm wearing jeans that are way too big, but it's kind of handy sometimes when you have really baggy clothing. You can just use it to hold stuff. So this is a little tray to hold all my light bulbs. Anyways, okay, got them all in here. And now, if polarity is an issue, they will either all work or all not work. And that way, it's much easier to figure out the problem. All we do is reverse them, or change them all 180 degrees and we'll be good. So, I'm going to jam this back into there and see what happens. Okay, we're on the phone now. Ignore the scanning, but check this out. It doesn't really come through. So it is pretty bright, but it's a very nice color. And it kind of matches what the van had. The van sort of had like kind of whitish blue almost lights before. Actually, is that RPM light? Is that darker than the rest? I might need to check that one. Yeah, so you can see there the trace on our board's a little bit screwy. So what I did was bend these little ears up that you can see there. So it'll have a little bit more contact pressure. And then I think that should be good. But yeah, the tungsten lights or whatever the technology was with the filaments get really hot and kind of degrade stuff over time. So anyways, see if this works. Okay, as it turns out, that bulb was working. It just turns out on the miles per hour side, there's a bulb directly behind this, but on this side, the bulb is up here, over here, and over there. There isn't one directly behind it. So yeah, as a result, RPM's not quite as bright, but still very much illuminated. All right, cool. Let's put this all back together. Okay, we are all back together now. I suppose this is one of those things where I have to wait till it gets dark outside. Maybe there's a parking garage or something I can drive to that's dark. I don't know. Anyways, I'll figure that out. Okay, it's dark outside now. Camera's having trouble focusing on that, but as you can see, it's not blue. I mean, maybe a little blue, but it's much better. A little bit on the bright side, but I think it should be all right. Yeah, cool. All right, that is significantly better. Awesome. Okay, so to stop by McDonald's here to get a beverage. It's about 98 degrees outside. Ugh. Yeah, so it's 98 degrees outside right now, and I'm just kind of bouncing from McDonald's to McDonald's. Well, not really. This is the only one I've been to, but anyways, headed down to the mailbox. Okay, let's turn down this fan one notch here, if I can reach it. Pardon any fan noises you may hear. We have gone into, actually, let me turn on some lights. We have gone into full-on, it's really hot weather mode. It's supposed to be triple digits for the rest of this week. Got some nice lightweight shirts on, and I decided to just go ahead and cover up the windows the rest of the way. So we've got radiant barrier across the top now. You can actually kind of see through this tape here, but this is yet another exotic type of tape. Apparently I have a collection of assorted aluminized tapes and stuff now. Anyways, it lets light through, but it blocks IR. Regardless, the sun is about to crest over and hit this side of the bus. We've done all the windows all the way down, and this morning we did all the ones on that side as well. And those are Discord noises. So, yeah, we got some packages. See the little stack? Can you see that stack right there? I can't tell, this front screen's really small. So let's open up some stuff. Some of it's from the Amazon wish list, and some might be stuff I ordered. But anyways, this one comes from... Oh, this is from a local viewer. Okay, so this is from Mike. Let's see here, we've got a letter. I've got a strap for your live view setup. The flat strap looks like it's not comfortable. You are very observant, sir. Yeah, that flat strap that I use definitely cuts into my neck. These are more comfy. I use it on my bag. The SD card, something. Probably won't read that. Okay, cool. So let's see what we got here. We got some sort of fancy new strap to use for the live view. I'm never sure what's supposed to be on camera and what's not, so I just sort of make executive decisions most of the time. Ooh. Ah. Listen to me. So this is, hang on here. Cool, so this, I guess we got enough light, you can see. So this is kind of made out of paracord. It's fairly thick, but it's got a nice rounded beveled surface to it. So yeah, I think that's a lot nicer on the neck. I can't really feel my neck, but yeah, we've got some adjustable things. Oh, I love these clamps. Some nice strong clamps on the end. Oh, and we've got a couple of hardware kits. Oh, these are quick connects. Listen to me getting all excited. Check it out. So you push the button and they pop in and they swivel, and you push the button and And then they come apart. Awesome, thank you, man. That is probably going to get put directly into the bag with the live view, and I will get that set up. Yeah, and first thing I thought when I saw this is it's kind of like one of those survival things where if you need paracord, you can cut this thing apart, and there's probably like 50 or 100 feet of paracord in here. Oh, there's the brand name. I don't know if the GoPro can handle that or not. Detaching sling paracord ropes. Cool. Anyways, okay, I need to answer a few text messages here real quick. I'll be right back. Pretty sure these next three are from the wish list. So let's see what we got here. Oh, so if you saw the live stream the other day, I think it was on the other channel, I was talking about buying deviled egg holders. And someone actually bought one of the things. It's falling apart. My thing is I have to eat breakfast, but sometimes when I get up and sometimes I have to leave right away, and trying to cook in the morning is obnoxious. So I figured if I had some hard-boiled and/or deviled eggs, and they could be pre-made and stacked into these little trays and put into the fridge, then I would be a lot more likely to eat breakfast. See, they have little domey things. Awesome, thank you for sending that. The trick was finding one that wasn't so big that it wouldn't fit in my little mini fridge. And you can take this apart or make it taller or shorter or whatever. So yes, thank you, appreciate that. Let's see, next up, this box is kind of bursting at the seams. DeWalt. Oh! So I did notice, let's see. So these were on the gift list for a while. These are DeWalt ratcheting end wrenches with swivel heads. But the key thing is they come with a little case. And by little, apparently they're huge. You know when those things on Amazon look like they're one size and then they're bigger than your head? Awesome. So we have a standard and metric set of these here. Oh, these go all the way down to 1/4 inch and clear up to 11/16. Ooh, these are nice. And the sizes are engraved. Pretty good weight and length. Anyways, I needed a set of these with their own case so I could actually carry them around, because I find myself traveling around constantly and they get lost and stuff. So anyways, cool. Thank you for grabbing that. Let's see, we got one more. Nope. I do have some core strength, but this box was heavy enough that I couldn't grab it and sit back up at the same time. Just put my elbows on my knees and use my, whatever these muscles are, biceps to lift them back up. I think this, this is the backup inverter. Oh, this is great. I was actually needing a bunch of cardboard boxes, so this is gonna come in handy. Okay, so this is a Victron pure sine wave Phoenix inverter. It's, well, what size is it? They rate it in VA. 24 volt, 375 VA. So the idea behind this is backup plans. So I've got the main big inverter that is up to like 9,000 watts or something insane. And my thought is, if that thing craps out in the middle of the night, I've got to have my breathing machine, and if it's wintertime, got to have the pellet stove. So I wanted to get an extra inverter already hooked up and ready to go, so that if that thing fails, I can just swap. Oh, this is heavy. I could have this thing hooked up and ready to go, swap a couple of cords, and then we can continue on sleeping for the night. So yeah, awesome. I have not actually had an actual Victron power inverter. I've grown to like their stuff. So we've got on and eco mode, remote. Oh, it has a VE direct port. Okay, so I can add Bluetooth to this. I've become such a nerd for Victron stuff. Yeah, anyways, thank you everyone that has been supporting me with this bus build and purchasing the stuff that I need to get things going. I don't know, I guess there's kind of those times where you run around in public in the grocery stores, and especially in the Portland area, everyone seems like they're insane. But then viewers of the channel kind of restore my faith in humanity. So thank you. yeah, where we've gotten so far would definitely not have been possible without everyone chipping in. Oh, we've got the solar installed. Stop that. We've got the solar installed on the roof. We've got 6 of the Renogy 100-watt panels, and I don't know how exactly. I guess the solar MPPT charge controller does some sorcery. I've seen it peak at 715 watts, which is interesting because there's 6 panels up there. There's 2 parallel groups of 3 in series. So we're getting about 65 to 70 volts coming down from the roof. And yeah, I guess MPPT charge controllers are the way to go. It basically takes the higher voltage and slightly less amperage and converts it into lower voltage and higher amperage, which I guess makes sense for power conversion. Like right now, for example, we're pulling about 425 watts from the sun. 54 volts coming down from the panels at 7.8 amps. And then going into the batteries and inverter, we have 26.79 volts and 16.1 amps. So yeah, kind of nuts. Free energy from the sun. Okay, I'm gonna clean up this mess in here and then figure out what's going on next. Honestly, probably just gonna take it easy because it's hot. It's manageable in here right now, but I need to minimize the amount that I'm moving around and stuff. So anyways, I don't know what's next, but here you go. Okay, well, I think it's supposed to be like 102 degrees or something today. It's currently about 11:30 in the morning. And yeah, the heat is really frustrating. I had to get some laundry done. There's this little section of shade right here next to the bus for the next couple hours. So hopefully I can get most of the laundry done before then. But yeah, this hot weather is annoying. I'm just formulating a plan right now for the day. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to get the gas can kit installed. We're gonna dump the rest of the gas from the can into the generator because I'm pretty sure that'll fit in there. And then I'm gonna finish what laundry I can do before it gets too hot. Then we're gonna put the generator in the blue van, and I think we're gonna drive that out to the warehouse because that'll give me a couple hours of air conditioning in the van. And then there's a couple things I need to check on at the warehouse. Then we can come back and... Actually, I guess I can bring my laptop with me so I can edit videos and stuff. But depending on temperature is going to dictate the rest of the day. Oh, man. The killer is when it doesn't get below like 70 at night or really close to it. Okay, anyways. I think my first cycle of laundry is about done. Let's do this. Okay, so here's these stupid valves I was talking about. You have to click this button, and then the whole thing, like, kind of pushes down in, and then you have to hang the can off of it. But if you notice, see this whole thing is loose, and it just winds up leaking fuel everywhere. So let's get this off of here. I'm pretty sure the gasket in here is torn up. Oh, or completely missing. Okay, so there's one of the problems. The gasket's no good. So that looks like a coarse thread cap. Let's see what we have in our kit here. Now, I didn't bother to check ahead of time to see if these actually fit these cans. One person did say, though, they got it to work, but it was kind of tight the first couple times they put it on there. Okay, so I think that's our thing. Let's grab one of these spouts here with their much more substantial washer. Okay. That feels like it's solid. This isn't moving around. Let's screw this on the end. Then we'll tip this a little bit and see if it leaks. Hey, what do you know? No leaking. Now, granted, we have no vent in here, but that's fine for now. We're just going to get the rest of the fuel out of here, then maybe we'll see about drilling that in there. Even though this isn't vented, it's still significantly easier to deal with. wasn't for trying to lift this stupid thing. There's only about a gallon in here right now, so it's not too heavy. Although it's still heavy enough to be annoying. Okay, well, that's about as full as it's gonna get for now. I think I'm gonna dump the rest of this in the van, just so we can empty out this can. Okay, it's almost dark outside, but this gas can is now empty, and we are going to... Oh, I just spilt all the things. Well, anyways, we're gonna try and install... Oh, there are O-rings in there. Oh, was that even in frame? Okay, we have O-rings. We're gonna use a supplied drill bit and attempt to install the little vent valve. I guess anywhere is fine. Maybe up near the top. Oh, the last few days have been driving me absolutely insane. Trying to... Anyways, drill a hole. Apparently these gaskets are actually for this other style. So, anyways, I guess we just push this thing in there. Really? I mean, I guess it works, but it's kind of locked in there, actually. Yeah, it's got a little tiny bit of a ridge on there. Huh. Well, anyways, it seems to go in there. If you leave this thing in a hot area, though, and any pressure built up in here, I'm pretty sure this thing would just come flying out of there, but you can open and close it fine. All right, well, cool. I guess we'll call that a thing. That'll do. This has been the gas can spout replacement kit, high flow, leak free. Link down below. Okay, first time I've had to do this. It's 3 in the afternoon, and we got enough heat soak last night that I had to shut off the air conditioner. When it gets up to about 1600 watts, that means it's getting overloaded, and then I'm in danger of blowing breakers for my power feed and everything. The van's warming up or cooling off right now, and I've opened the roof hatches, got all the fans on, got our ventilation blower down here going, and fan in the back there. And I'm gonna bail. I know I was planning on doing it anyways, but I was sitting here monitoring the power consumption, and yeah. So I'll be curious to see, from about 3 to 6 p.m. is the hottest part of the day here. So I'm curious to see with this airflow going through here if it's gonna get crazy hot or not. Anyways, I'll be monitoring the temperatures inside here. I'm gonna load up and take the generator back to the warehouse and hang out in the van for a while. Okay, we've made it to the warehouse. There's the generator. So I bought this thing. This is kind of an interesting specimen. So it's a fan, but it also has a water pump with misting jets on it. Now this was very hard to find in stock. I ordered it from one Home Depot for curbside pickup. 2 hours later, they called me and said, hey, we can't find them. It said they had 17 of them in stock. Anyways, they wound up canceling the order. So we wandered around the store for a while and eventually found it. Ta-da. Apparently it attaches to a garden hose or a 5-gallon bucket, aka the Homer bucket, I guess. Which, by the way, when's the last time you've seen a Homer at Home Depot? I feel like that branding has gone away. Anyways, this has a battery and a charger, I guess. It was $99. Once again, I'm in survival mode because it's hot outside. And lots of people have commented on previous videos saying, hey, sprayer mister fans work really well. So what better way to get one of those than to use one of these? Ooh, it's got a bucket dongle. Let me unbox this real quick, then we'll set it up. All right, there it is. Nice little fan. I think you can use it with or without the water. It's got this little thing that dingles down into a bucket. And looks like our hoses go up on each side here. Let's see, can I bend this without them? Yeah, those get kind of tight, so I'll have to be careful with that. Oh, that's a garden hose attachment. Probably won't be using it. I think the battery goes in here, maybe? Hey, look at there. Comes with a 1.5 amp hour Ryobi 1 Plus battery, so stick that in there. And fan. Oh, the battery's dead. I planned for this though. I have one in the van. Okay, I was planning ahead because I figured the battery that it came with would be mostly dead or completely dead. Usually not completely dead, but anyways. Look, it's a battery. Oh, it moves air. That's glorious. So even if I don't use the spraying functionality of this, the fan is awesome and it's portable and stuff. Okay, let me go over to the bathroom and throw some water in this bucket, and then let's try it out. Even my chair is making grumbling noises in this heat. I think it's like 101 out here right now. Okay, water. Can't fill it up very much if I still expect to be able to carry it around. So I haven't read the directions, but I'm assuming you just go like this. Yeah, look, it's on top of a bucket. And the little hose is down in there. Okay, let's turn on the pump and see what it does. Oop. Oh, it mists. Okay, fan on. Pump on, low. Oh, dude. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, all of you people that said to get a Mr. bottle, oh my God, seriously. I instantly feel like 10 degrees cooler. I don't care that I'm getting wet. This right here is how I will survive this summer, which, by the way, let me turn that off. So they updated the forecast. It's supposed to be over 100 throughout the weekend. It was supposed to end on Thursday, but apparently not. Oh, this is amazing. All right, cool. I'm gonna drink some more of my coffee and eat these chicken nuggets, because chicken nuggets and coffee. And yeah, I'll be back. This is great. Okay, so I'm sitting here pondering things. It's 101.5 degrees in the bus right now. It's about 6:30 p.m. Normally starts cooling off around 7 p.m. Apparently it's not gonna get below 70 tonight. So I don't exactly have a plan yet at this moment. I have to figure out something though. I turned on the AC at probably about 8 o'clock this morning, and it lasted till 3 p.m. before it overloaded. Meh. It's actually 93 in here right now, but I'm sitting in front of this thing and I just turn on the water pump about every 2 minutes or so, and I stay nice and cool. And then that thing over there is moving a lot of air as well. Anyways, I think I have a few hours to kill. I'm gonna try and edit this video. I brought my laptop, so I don't know. We'll figure out something. Okay, I think we have a plan. I'm gonna head back out there to where the bus is. Then I'm gonna fire up the engine and use the chassis AC to get the overall temperature down in there. The problem is the engine under the floor in the back is a 4,000 pound heat sink that then radiates heat into the bus over the next 3 hours. But if it gets down to 70 tonight, I think my portable AC unit should be able to keep up and run all night. So I think that's going to be the plan. We'll try that. I will have to shut off that portable AC unit though. They don't like running 24/7. So sometime overnight, it will have to get at least a 3 or 4 hour break before I turn it on again tomorrow. But I think that's the plan for now. We'll see. Well, just made it back. According to Home Assistant, it's still 107 degrees in there. I do have the roof hatches open, but yeah, I think we're gonna fire up the engine and hopefully drop it about 30 degrees in there. And then potentially we can fire up the portable AC once it cools down out here a bit. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna cut to the chase here. Turns out the AC unit I was using in here was only designed to run for about 10 hours at a time, and then it has to be turned off. Now, we kind of made some mods to it to convert it to a dual hose setup, but I couldn't figure out why every day, no matter how hot or cold it was outside, it started pulling more and more and more power, and eventually it had to be shut down. Well, it would shut itself down in thermal lockout. But anyways, yeah, turns out it's not designed for 24/7 use. So what did I do? I went and got a proper dual hose air conditioner, and I just installed it. So here's the one we had before that was modified, and there's its much larger cousin. Let me turn the camera around. So here's the one we had before, and if you look at the back of the thing, you can see that's our cold air inlet that I installed, and we did a bunch of stuff inside of it. Still an okay unit, but as it turns out, wasn't designed to be used for more than 10 hours at a time before it needs like a 6-hour break. Enter this thing. Look how big this is. So this thing is a proper dual hose air conditioner. And as you can see here, the hot side, I wrapped all the jeans around it just to kind of insulate stuff. Now, I know it's not ideal to have curves like this in the hoses. This is the intake here, and the exhaust is down there. Probably can't see it because it's dark, but anyways, same plumbing as before. But this thing is rated to run 24/7. You can fire it up, leave it going as long as you want, and yeah. So anyways, we have this thing now. I don't even know what brand this thing is, but it has a warranty and stuff, so in theory it should work. I fired it up in here earlier. It was 92 degrees, and within about 30 minutes, it brought it down to 88. The outside temperature has fallen, and now it's colder outside than it was in here, so I've just cut the doors and stuff open, and we're gonna cool it down naturally with outside air for a bit. And before I go to bed, we're gonna fire this thing back up. But anyways, AC 2.0, maybe? And I even have another one of these things that someone gave me as another backup, so I have so many air conditioners now.